Hello everybody, welcome back to another tutorial. I got a Slimeblock elevator for you today. Now this is a one-wide tileable design, and it's super reliable because it uses a minecart. So you can do this in a multiplayer world, you can do this in a single player world, and it's probably going to work out fine in both. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get going and show you how to build it, show you all the different pieces, but first, credit where credit's due. This original design was built by IlMango on the PC version of the game. He made a video a couple years ago, which I'll leave a link to in the description. So anyway, go check that out if you want to see the original design. There's just a couple differences here with the timing, like this repeater's different, and I'm going to add something here at the end, which he didn't as well. So anyway, without further ado, like I said, let's get started. I'll show you how to build it, and it can't be simpler, guys. I'm just going to fly upwards, starting at the bottom, flying upwards, and you'll be able to see how to build it no problem. You can see all the pieces, and that's because it's one wide, so shouldn't have any problem copying it over to your world, and I'll explain all the little bits and intricacies as we go. So anyway, let's hop in here, and I'll show you how it works first, because I think that's probably pretty important, right? So anyway, you shoot up here, and you get stuck at the top. Pretty awesome. You can get out no problem, and it's super fast, isn't it? And if you want to go back down, you just get back in and hit the button and you go back down. Now there isn't a different way to get back down, but I'll talk about that in a little bit when we do when we add that little deal. Geez, camera. Okay, because I'm going to add something here at the end which will solve that problem. Anyway, I'm going to fly up and down here. I'll show you all the pieces. So sticky piston, slime block under there, pretty self-explanatory. We got our button here to start it off. The sticky piston starts to update chain, which updates to this piston, which is blood switched, and activates the whole deal. So that's how that works. Starts off the whole chain, basically the redstone chain, and it just travels upwards with some torch towers. So these are sticky pistons, obviously, and what we've got here is a distance of 3 in between the immovable block and the redstone block. So you can see how this pattern repeats, no problem. Super simple. So anyway, from your module right here, you're just going to want to, do the back and forth redstone tower, then a repeater with no delay, redstone dust like so, which can activate that block, and it's going to continue. That's how you repeat it. So it's like, I keep on saying, it's super simple. You can see everything that's going on here. It's so simple, in fact, that you could probably just build it all in one go as you're pillaring up the first time. You probably don't need to, go up and down multiple times to fit in all the pieces. Yeah, so it should be pretty easy to build. Now up here, when we get to the top, what you're going to want to do is change up your design a little bit. So you can see that here's our top piston, and here's that top torch. Now, instead of, doing a torch over on the other side, we're going to want to put dust, full repeater delay, into a block way over here on the corner, and it's kind of a little weird block, but, that's the only one off to the side. And then we've got normal pistons with our cauldron here, and this is a power source that won't bud our pistons. If you use a comparator, so that's what that's about. And the signal just comes up here to the top, it pushes this up, it'll push this into place, and it'll make you stick up here. Then obviously when you hit this button, it'll reverse that, it'll push it out of the way, and this piston will retract. So that's it, guys. Super simple. I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it. That was IlMango's design. I think the only thing that I really changed was this repeater down here needed to have no delay. I think his might have had delay. I'm not too sure, so it's pretty much the same thing. I just wanted to show you that it works here on the console edition. So one last thing that I recommend doing if you're going to build this in survival is taking a button, throwing one right up there. So what we need up here is a way to call the elevator. We want to call our minecart if it's all the way at the top. So I think the simplest way to do this is to build a little bit of vertical redstone. So let's see, that does that. And then we can take our slime blocks. And I'm not going to measure it out. You might want to measure it out if you're doing this, if you want to save on resources. Whoops. But I'm just going to kind of estimate it so it can build it right here in front of you. But anyway, you just want to skip a block in between and do your piston like so with slime blocks. Redstone block at the top, skip a block, slime piston, whatever. You know what I'm saying. And then when you get up here to the top, you're going to want to do something like so. Let's do a redstone block. If you want your floor to continue too, you might want to think about that. So maybe let's drop it down a little bit. I'm just going to show you how you can do this just so it's real simple and obvious for you guys. I recommend doing this if you're going to build this in survival because you're going to want a way to call your elevator back down to the bottom, right? Okay, so anyway, all you gotta do is power that redstone line. It's really simple. Like I said, I just wanted to show you how to do it in case you were wondering. Like so, redstone, obviously you can make this look a little better, But, you know, for the video, I think that's going to work fine. So let's send this up there, like so. Okay, well, it turns out we pushed our minecart off center. So if you do need to make a new minecart and put it in here, this is probably the easiest way. You could do that, and you could just break that block. It'll fall into place, obviously. Anyway, let's throw this up here because I solved that problem. It was just because it was off center because I've been flying around in creative and accidentally bumped it. So it's going to go up there. It's going to stick at the top like so. Now, if we want it to come back down, all you got to do is hit your button over here on the other side, and that redstone will go all the way up to the top, and it'll drop down in front of you. So there you go, guys. There's your super simple, one wide, tileable slime block elevator built by IlMango originally with an extra little added Hux trademark vertical call button. So there you go, guys. That's it for the tutorial. Obviously, up here it's not one wide, but I'm sure you could figure out a better way to hide this. It's going to be underneath your floor anyway, right? So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a comment down below if you've got one, or a question or something like that, or you just want to say hello. Hope you guys have a really good day. Remember to leave a like. It'd be very much appreciated, and it would help me out greatly. I think that's doing it for me. So see you guys in the next video. Have a really good day. Bye-bye.